Assalamu alaikum, my YouTube family. Hope you all are doing well. So today we are going to discuss about the democratic system and the different democratic systems in the world. Basically, the main topic of the discussion is the hot topic, and that is the 27th Amendment, which is passed a few days back. So basically, there are some allegations that it is hurting the constitution, the 1973 constitution of Pakistan. So to understand this whole story, we have to go through the governance system of the Pakistan, and to understand the governance system of the Pakistan, we have to understand how many systems of governance are there. So first we have the democracy and the other government system. So democracy is basically it is the rule by the people through voting and representation, and both parliamentary and presidential systems are democratic. Why democratic? Because citizens vote for the representative. Citizens have choice that they can choose their leaders, and multiple parties can compete. For example, if we look at the Pakistan example, we have the PMLN and PP and MQM and PTI. These are all the different parties that are compete with each other, and by the votes from the different provinces and people, they can earn their seat. So regular elections happen after the decided tenure. The elections are going to happen, and in the results of those elections, the PM is selected. Rule of law exists, and citizens have rights and freedom, that they can choose their leaders, that who can lead them. Think of this way as the democracy as the umbrella. So basically there are the two parts of the democracy. One is the parliamentary democracy and other one is the presidential democracy. Parliamentary democracy, the countries which follow the parliamentary democracy is the United Kingdom, India and Pakistan, and the presidential democracy is the USA and Brazil style. Other democratic systems which are not democratic means the people do not have the full choice to choose their leader. For example, the monarchy, the absolute monarchy, the king and queen has all the powers. Like if we see at the Saudi example, that Muhammad bin Salman, this is the monarch system. The one family which is a king or queen are going to rule that country, and other one is a dictatorship. One person or party rules by the force and different laws implementation. So this is known as the dictatorship, where the one person rules by the force. Is the example is the North Korea, and other one is the theocracy. Theocracy is in which the religious leaders like the Iran and the Ali Khamenei. The Ali Khamenei is the supreme leader of the Iran. So basically, it come under the heading of the theocracy, that it is ruled by the Islamic leader after the regime change of 1979 of Ayatollah Ruhollah Khomeini. Now the current supreme leader of Iran is Ali Khamenei, and other example is the Vatican City. And other government system is the communist single party, which is a one party which controls like the China and Cuba. So here it is a simple breakdown that democratic and non-democratic. Pakistan has a democratic system, but among the democratic system, it specifically follow the parliamentary system. Parliamentary system in simple, in which the prime minister of country has most the power. In USA follow the presidential. Donald Trump is the president of the USA, and India has a parliamentary system, and France is semi-presidential. Why France is semi-presidential? Because it shares power between the prime minister and president. President is Emmanuel Macron, and Emmanuel Macron recently nominated the prime minister. I didn't recall the name now, but it means that both parties are equally govern the country. And non-democratic includes North Korea, in which there is a dictatorship, and Saudi Arabia, which is absolute monarchy, Mohammed bin Salman, and China is a communist single party is ruling the country. Key points: the parliament and presidential is just about how democracy is organized, not whether it is democratic. Both give power to the people through elections. Parliamentary and presidential simple comparison. So we basically now we are going to understand that what are the key differences between the parliamentary system and presidential system. Parliamentary system, two leaders, prime minister and president are monarch ceremonial. Prime minister has the real power, and president, there will the president will exist, but it will be like ceremonial, not the absolute powerful post. Absolute powerful post is of the prime minister. PM is elected by the parliament, not directly by the people. Executive and legislative are connected. PM comes from parliament, and PM can be removed, yes, by parliament. Parliament can remove the PM with a vote of no confidence. And examples is the UK, India, Pakistan, Canada, and Australia and Japan. These all have the parliamentary system. And in the presidential system, one president has the real power. President is elected by the people directly. Executive and legislature separated होना and president separated, and president not in the Congress or Parliament. Can president be removed? Very difficult. Impeachment only. First, here we studied that we can remove the PM by the vote of the no confidence by other members of the parliament, but you cannot remove president so easily. You have required the impeachment process. It is a process of formally charging a high official so that they can be removed for wrongdoing. Example is the presidential system is the USA, Brazil, Mexico, Philippines, and Indonesia. These all follow the presidential system. Now this one here is the quick comparison table. The basically it compares between the parliamentary and presidential system. So real power in both the prime minister and in the parliamentary system, the real power has prime minister, and in the presidential system, the real power president has the real power. And prime minister is elected by parliament in parliamentary system, and people in the presidential system. We can easily remove the prime minister by the vote of no confidence, but we cannot easily remove the president. We need impeachment process. Executive and legislative are joined in the parliamentary system, and they are separated in the presidential system. So major systems in the different countries is the parliamentary system: UK, United Kingdom, India, Pakistan, Canada, Australia, Germany, Italy, Japan, Bangladesh, Thailand, and Malaysia. Presidential system: USA, Brazil, Mexico, Indonesia, Philippines, Nigeria, South Korea, Kenya, and Argentina. Mixed and semi-presidential system in which both PM and president both are powerful is the France, Russia, Turkey, and Sri Lanka and Egypt. So basically, simple trick to remember is in the parliament system, the prime minister is the boss and works with the parliament. And in the presidential, president is the boss and works separate from the Congress. So our the main important system for ourselves is the parliamentary system, because our country Pakistan runs on the parliamentary system. The key features showing its parliamentary is because the prime minister is the head of the government and has the real power. Our prime minister is Shehbaz Sharif, which is the head of the state and has the real power. It is elected by the National Assembly and not directly by the people, and runs the country day to day. And president is the head of the state, mostly ceremonial. President is a post, but it is not the powerful one, and all the powers are to the prime minister, because our system of governance is the parliamentary system, and president has limited powers, largely the symbolic rule, and also elected by the parliament, not directly by the people. Executive, what are basically the executive? Executive is the branch of the governance system that executes the laws that are made by the legislature. PM cabinet ministers are the members of the parliament. PM need parliament confidence to stay in power, and if they do the vote of no confidence, we can easily remove the PM. If it were the president like the USA, the president would have the real executive power, like the one who implements the laws, the one who runs the country day to day. President is elected directly by the people with the help of the voting, by the pure democratic form, and clear separation between the president and legislature. Legislature are those who make the laws, and Pakistan system is similar to United Kingdom, India, and Canada. In practice, the Prime Minister currently in 2025 context hold the real executive authority, leads the cabinet and can be removed by parliament through the vote of no confidence. Thank you for watching this part, and in the next part we will discuss the legislative, executive and judiciary. Thank you for watching.